The photo that's on here is of two geisha in a cab, and this is a prime example of the photography influencing the writing. I took that in Kyoto, I think in 2017, and this is probably one of my more popular photos. It's been in a lot of shows, and it's probably sold the most of any photo. And then when I started to write this book, I didn't originally think of calling it Geisha Confidential or even having anything to do with geisha in the book. But I sort of course, I liked the photo, and I thought, well, how can I include it? And I ended up, one of the key scenes or big reveals comes from the information that geisha provides. So that's where the title comes from, and how the plot is kind of wrapped around me seeing this photo. And the photo's sort of interesting. I watched the geisha. They were coming. A cab came up with a geisha in it, and the cab driver got up and he went into this building, and he got the other geisha and brought her into the cab. And once the two geisha were in the cab together, they turned to each other and had this very intense conversation. So it was sort of like they had some confidential thing they were discussing. And so that's why I called the photograph. That was the title of the photograph. But it worked, I think, in the end very well. It was an inspiration for sort of moving the story in that way and making that loop to include it.